Everybody, welcome back to Game Week FC. Hasn't been that long since we last talked. We had an action-packed week last week. It was fantastic. I loved every minute of it. Now we got a whole new weekend. We just had Champions League games finish up today, and then we got weekends Premier League. So freaking love it. My name's Travis. This is my brother Parker. If you haven't watched any of our videos yet, then you need to like and subscribe to our channel. We love cranking out content, EPL content for you guys. And this is honestly our favorite video to make, our best bets for the weekend, our predictions. So without further ado, I'm going to pull up our records from this past weekend. So Aston Villa, Arsenal, we both hit that one. I started out pretty strong. Villa, Arsenal got that right. Both teams scored Villa or tie. Electric game, by the way. And then first half Man City money line, and then I just went downhill from there. Parker, you had a decent week. We both got screwed over by Newcastle. That was one of the most disappointing plays. One of the worst bad beats I've had on here. If you didn't see or don't know anything about it, Newcastle were up 2-0 against 10-man Burnley. Probably the worst team in the league, second worst. And they give up a penalty in the 94th minute. I believe it was 94th. And Burnley scores a goal. It was
super unlucky.
It was yeah, and the game ended 2-1. So Parker did not hit his minus one.
It was so brutal. It was so brutal.
I know. And my best bet,
sorry, go ahead.
my best bet was Newcastle to keep a clean sheet. So
Yeah, unlucky. A couple of trends I wanted to highlight. This is the third week in a row that I've had a better record than you on the weekly results, and I have clawed back to just 3 games. And on the opposite end of the trends, our best bet run has ended.
yes.
I think we had gone 2 for 2 the last 2 weeks, and we crashed out this past
Um,
weekend. So,
yeah, I mean, it makes sense honestly because you know the third the third game in a week for most of these teams. Um, it's tough to predict. There's so much rotation and so many unpredictable things happening. So it makes sense that this was a struggle week. Hoping to get back on track for this weekend. Hopefully things are a little bit more predictable. But it was tough to predict this past weekend because they had played 2 games prior to that in the last week. So um, let's move on. Oh yeah, my record is 75, 67, and 8. That means 8 pushes, 75 wins, 67 losses. Parker is 72 wins, 71 losses, and 7 pushes. Pretty impressive that we're both above 500. All of our bets
agreed.
that we make are minus 200 or below. We try to find value. Um, we're not picking just like minus 500 Arsenal. That's silly. We try to find good value for you guys. All right, let's get started with our first game.
Let's
Chelsea,
do it.
Everton. Parker, what is your prediction?
Yeah, so I'm again, I feel like the last couple of videos, there's always one game where I'm just like keep it simple, and this is my keep it simple game. Chelsea money line. Not thinking too much about this one.
Yeah. I'm actually on the same page as you. This is a game that Chelsea needs to win. They've kind of like spiraled out of control the past 3 games that they've played. They lost in Champions League. They tied Bournemouth, and then I believe they lost to Leeds. This is a get back on track game. Everton remember there's going to be guys missing for the African Cup of Nations, and Everton are going to miss two vital pieces of their team. Um, Iliman Njai will be gone, and then also Idrissa Ganagay in the midfield.
Big losses.
Two starters, two massive losses. I think Chelsea's just going to have too much for them. I think Chelsea is a top four team, I believe, and this is just a game that they should absolutely win. Probably a clean sheet win for Chelsea.
No arguments there.
Yeah. Moving on to Liverpool Brighton. Parker, what do you think about this game?
So again, I'm gonna kind of go with what I rolled with last week and playing off the thought that Liverpool still can't keep a clean sheet. But I do think that they score because Brighton also concede chances. So I've gone for both teams to score here.
Yeah, that's
And I also I think too with Salah out uh, for the next couple weeks, I think Liverpool will just have less distractions going on, and we'll probably put together a little run here.
yeah. Um, yeah. That was actually my main play in this game as well. Liverpool, Brighton, both teams have scored because the last five times they've played, both teams have scored. However, it makes me a little bit nervous. That seems too predictable. Um, Liverpool changed their formation in the Champions League uh, against Inter, and they won 1-0. They're not playing a 4-4-2. And I'm curious to see if that helps them defensively now. So I'm hesitant to do that. I just thought about this. This is a freshly thought of play. Um, I'm thinking Liverpool or tie, and for Liverpool to score over 1.5 goals. Um, let's see. Let's take that out of the equation. So that's minus 185. That's the same as your both teams to score.
Yeah.
Um, so Liverpool or tie over 1.5 Liverpool goals, and if you wanted to add uh, Parker's play, both teams to score that would be plus 106. However, my play is Liverpool or tie and over 1.5 Liverpool goals because I'm not I'm not sure if Liverpool's defense is going to be better this game or not. I'm not sure if this new system is going to, you know, prevent other teams from scoring, but I do think Liverpool will score twice in this game.
All right, a rare double play from Travis.
Yeah. It's a little the odds are a little heavier than I wanted them to be minus 185, but I feel most confident about that. Let's move on to Burnley or Fulham. I have a play in this game.
Okay.
Past five times these two teams have played, Burnley have actually gotten a result.
Mm.
And this makes me want to throw up, but Burnley plus point 0.5 to win or tie. I think I'm going to take it because Fulham have just been dreadful lately.
I was on the fence on about this game, and I think that you may have just pulled me over to the Burnley side. I think I'm actually going to ride with you on this one.
Mm.
I came into this video full on money line, but I think I'm going to jump ship. I think I hate that. It's just so gross.
It is gross, dude.
But
I hate this
yeah,
game.
I'm gonna ride with you.
Okay.
I like Burnley
Um,
at home. Why
a
not?
se- yeah, a second play in this game. So actually, I want to talk about this. Okay, first I'm just gonna say Harry Wilson shot on target. The guy's been on fire. Going back to guys missing for AFCON. Um, Alex Iwobi for Fulham is going to be missing. Chukwueze is going to be missing. Harry Wilson is their third in terms of expected goal involvement in the midfield. Harry Wilson is the third best player in terms of expected goals involvement. Raul Jimenez overall is the third. I think he's the best right now if you don't include Iwobi and Chukwueze. So Fulham are really going to be leaning on Harry Wilson and Jimenez for attacking returns. So a Harry Wilson shot on target, I really like those odds because he's been on fire lately. Um, if there's one thing you can count on, it's you know it's Fulham players to step up and try to fill the roles left behind. Burnley is going to be missing a bunch of guys as well, so you have to take into account this week the guys that are going to be missing. Burnley's going to be missing quite a bit of guys. They've got 3 players missing. So should be interesting, but just want to throw that play out. Parker, you got anything else on this game?
Nope. This game I really did not like, but I like the Harry Wilson play though. I might sprinkle that one.
Yeah, that's a sprinkle, but I think our main play is Burnley to win or tie. All right, I mean, there's not much to say about this game. Arsenal is going to win. I don't
Yeah.
think Wolves have any hope in this game. Parker, what? I'm curious to see what your play is.
I think it's going to be a slaughter. I've gone for Arsenal team total over 2.5,
Mm,
and I wouldn't be surprised if they hit that number in the first half.
mm. Yeah, I really like that. Um, yeah, I really like that. I actually had another same good parlay. This is pretty hefty. I'm not sure where to find. Halftime full time. Arsenal. Actually, I'm gonna hold on. I need to take your play out of here real quick. Halftime full time. Arsenal to win, and in game lines. Um, let's see. For some reason, I was able to take over 1.5 earlier. Team props. Oh, I still have your pick. That's why. Yeah, so Arsenal halftime, full time to win and over 1.5 Arsenal goals is minus 195. That's just barely below our favorite pick. But if I want to add Arsenal to score the first goal as well, that changes nothing. But yeah, Arsenal. Hmm. Both teams have scored no. If I include that, then it's minus 105. I'm not sure if I'm
That's,
prepared to do that.
I mean, I don't see Wolves getting on the score sheet at the Emirates.
Yeah, I don't either. That's a lot of stuff to predict at one time. Honestly, I'm just gonna take it. Arsenal halftime, full time to win over 1.5 Arsenal goals, and both teams have scored no.
A triple peg. Forget the rare double. I don't think we've ever even had a triple pick on here before.
Yeah, this is uh this is insane. There's a lot to,
This is
I honestly wouldn't recommend
uncharted
taking.
waters.
There's a lot you need to go right in this game, but I just see this game being a 2-0, 3-0 Arsenal win. Um, if you want to sweat an entire game, take this pick. Um, if you don't want to sweat this much, then maybe stay away from this. But minus 105, Arsenal will just come out on fire, just smoke Wolves and get the clean sheet. I would say it's probably um, the way to go. And Parker had over 2.5 Arsenal team goals. All right. Took a little longer on that one than I expected. But Crystal Palace, Man City, Parker, what you got?
Crystal Palace, double chance.
Wow.
Feels like a trap game. Feels like a trap game. City coming off a big result in Madrid, and now they have to go on the road to South London. Palestino bet has been the play all year, and why not? Double chance had some decent value on it.
Mm. I I still think Manchester City are just in incredible form right now. They've played this Crystal Palace team before. They actually lost to them in the cup. Which cup was it?
I believe it was FA Cup last year, right?
FA Cup. Yeah, they lost in the FA Cup to them 1-0. I think they're going to be a little bit more prepared for this game. I'm going to take City over 1.5 goals. This game could end 2-2. That's possible. But I just think City are in such great form. Crystal Palace, they've got some guys that are going to be missing. I know Daniel Munoz uh, was kind of nursing an injury lately. I don't think he played last game for them. He they're also going to be missing Ismail Assar for this game. He's a pretty important play for them, pretty important forward. I just think if you have Nathaniel Klein playing right back for you, I think that's a problem against
That does
Manchester City.
that does spell trouble.
So I think City are in such good form right now. Players are clicking. Foden's contributing finally. I just think City will score in this game, and I think they'll score at least two. But it is a very tricky game. Palace are Oliver Glasner is one of the best managers in the world right now, in my opinion. He will get a big boy job. Well, this is a big boy job, but he will get a big club job soon. So it is tough to bet against him, but Pep Guardiola's got a well-oiled team at the moment. I don't really like this game. I will say, I don't know what to say about this one.
For me, this is another game where it seems pretty straightforward, and maybe that spells trap. But Villa are hot. They're so hot. So I'm riding with the villains. And there's decent value on Villa money line.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. That was so. I was toying between two plays. It was either Villa to win or both teams to score. I wasn't. I'm not sure which one I really want to pick. You taking Villa kind of makes me want to take Villa, but I mean West Ham are in decent form too. They've, I mean for them, they've drawn two away games to decent clubs, Bournemouth and Brighton. That's not easy to do.
No, but
Um,
those teams are not in the same form as Villa right now.
yes. However, you know, every form ends eventually. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Form is temporary, class is permanent, yada, yada, yada.
I'm just not sure. Villa. I feel like beating Arsenal was kind of the tip of the iceberg for them in a way, um, to which they almost feel like they can relax a little bit. So I'm nervous to think that they're just gonna keep winning and winning, because there's gonna be a slump eventually. There's going to be a slump. Um,
I think the slump already happened. I think beginning of the year was the slump.
yes, but I don't know. I feel like West Ham's finding a little bit of form. I will. Give me a second. I did not look at
What's
the
it
last
gonna
five.
be?
I did not look at the last five fixtures for this game, or at least I don't remember what they were. Both teams have scored in all five of their last fixtures, so whatever. I'm taking it minus 150. Both teams to score. Um, yeah, I have no shame about that anymore. If you want to combine them, Villa money line, both teams to score plus 282. That's pretty awesome.
Solid. Yeah.
That's all. All right, the big one, your favorite, Sunderland,
Yes.
Newcastle.
I'm so excited for this game. Probably when the fixtures came out, this was the one I circled. Um, the first time they played in 10 years. So it's basically a civil war up in Newcastle upon Tyne, and they haven't played in 10 years. Stadiums are just miles apart from each other. So there's going to be so much emotion in this one. Um, it has draw written all over it, in my opinion, but
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be an entertaining draw. So I've gone for a 1-1 draw. So give me both teams to score.
Minus 145. That's not bad. Um, yeah, I was I wrote this down when I first saw it. I was like, just draw straight up. That's what I took. And then I looked into it. Sunderland have the most players leaving to AFCON than any other team in the Premier League.
Mm,
They have they have 9 players leaving. That's almost
that is a
twice as
major issue.
yeah, that's almost twice more than second place Wolves, who have 5 leaving.
That's the last,
Uh,
that's the last thing Wolves need.
yeah, I know. This is so weird because the 3 teams, I'll tell you the top. So Sunderland have 9 players leaving. Wolves have 5 leaving. Crystal Palace have 4 leaving. Burnley have 3 leaving. Fulham have 3 leaving. United have 3 leaving. Everton have 2 leaving. None of those teams need those guys to leave.
Yeah,
like,
it's big losses across the board there.
like Wolves are genuinely cooked. Wolves are
Yeah,
genuinely, and Burnley. They're both Wolves, though. I mean,
yeah,
they
the
need all
Wolves
hands.
they're on pace for a historically awful season.
Yeah,
I think I
I
saw
don't
they
know.
were projected 5 points for the year
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna win
as
a
of
game,
now.
dude.
They're
Um,
not.
okay. Considering that, I had a draw, but I changed it to tie no bet Newcastle because
Mm.
I just, I mean, you have 9 players leaving. That is huge. They have Traore, who's one of their, I think he plays quite a bit for them. I don't know if he's a consistent starter, but yes, there's going to be so much passion involved in this game, and I could see Newcastle scoring first, and then Sunderland getting a late uh, game tire. And Sunderland have not lost. I don't think they've lost the home game yet. Um, but how fitting would it be to lose to Newcastle at home? Their only game lost at home. That would
That'd be
make every
brutal.
Sunderland fan throw up in their mouth, probably.
Yeah.
But you have 9 players leaving. That is a problem. And Newcastle have shown that they are capable of thumping teams away from home, i.e., Everton. Um, so I think tying up at Newcastle has to be the play for me.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, but I
I
do see
can't. I
both teams.
can't wait for this game. I can't wait for this game.
Most people have no idea how big of a rivalry this is.
No, I mean,
And
especially the newer Premier League fans, like they have no idea. They'd probably never seen this matchup, which
yeah,
is
honestly,
crazy.
I wasn't really familiar with how big of a match, how big of a rivalry was. I
Oh,
forgot
dude.
about
I
it.
mean, I would probably say this is definitely top 10 in Europe
I don't
for
know about
sure.
that. Um,
I think I would. I'll have to compile a list and I'll let you know.
I've got to do more research on this rivalry personally. I don't know how. I'm not familiar with how big it is, but I know it's very big. Um, all right, let's move on to Nottingham Forest Tottenham. I'm taking Ty bet Tottenham at minus 105. I think that is tremendous value for a team that seems like they're kind of cooking at the moment. Uh, they finally won a convincing home match. They won a convincing home match again in the Champions League the other day. I think this team is kind of starting to, understand how they're supposed to play a little bit. After they had a just brutal game against Fulham not too long ago, and everybody was against them, and then they went and drew Newcastle, and then they went and beat who what I forgot who they beat at home. Brentford this past week. I think they're playing better. Xavi Simmons is on fire. He had a goal in the Champions League, had a goal and an assist against Brentford. Yeah, I'm taking Tino at Tottenham because I think they're kind of on fire, and I like to sprinkle if he, I really he should be playing to score or assist Xavi Simmons. Um, am I there? He is plus 220. Sprinkle it.
Nice. Yeah, I like that sprinkle play. Um, you know, coming into this, I kind of was leaning both teams to score. I feel like a cop out answer. Um, you know what? I'm gonna stick with that. I I think I think Forest sneak a goal at home, but
They
Tottenham
should.
probably score a couple and win.
Yeah, I do like that play at minus 135. That's pretty good. This game could be 1-1. Because I mean, they have really solid attacking players. Morgan, Gibbs, White. I wouldn't be surprised if honestly I could see Tottenham signing Morgan Gibbs White. Uh,
He was, but they almost did over the summer, and then I'm blanking on the Forest president or owner, Malinakis.
oh,
No, that's not right. He convinced him to stay, signed a massive new deal, so he's
mm,
not going anywhere.
yeah, he's a great player. But I think yeah, Elliot Anderson's phenomenal too. So he's going to be a big play in this game. Yeah, it could be a draw. It could very well be a draw, but I just think Tottenham's form right now. I'm gonna stick with them. And they were the best away team in the league not too long ago. I don't know if that's still the case, but
Yeah, I
um,
like that play. I like that play.
yeah, both these teams are playing in Europe this week. Tottenham finished their Champions League game. Nottingham Forest plays tomorrow on Thursday. I don't know who they're playing. I don't think it's a good team. Um, but they Tottenham will have an extra day of rest. Not sure if that matters, but Nottingham Forest play at that makes a difference at FC Utrecht.
Switzerland.
who
That's not a terrible journey, distance wise.
Netherlands,
Oh yeah, Netherlands. That's even
Netherlands.
closer.
Yeah, that's not bad. Still travel, still travel.
Hmm.
Brentford Leeds. What do we
I love
think?
this game. I love this game. Give me the bees at home.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, okay. Um, yeah, I do like that. I do like that. My my play in this game was both teams to score. Um, because Brentford are going to be missing one of their key attackers, Dango Otara. He is going to AFCON. Leeds don't have anybody going to AFCON, and they've been playing better lately. I actually don't think these teams are that far off. Brentford's got a few players missing. Kevin Shade. Ugh, gosh, I don't like this game. Brentford at the G Tech are very good,
Very good.
and they should win. They should win. Um, mm,
What's it gonna be?
I'm just gonna go with my original pick. Both teams to score.
Okay.
Yep, both teams score.
Yeah, that'll play.
Leeds have been
Uh,
playing well lately.
they have. They have. No Europe for them.
No
Rest
Europe for them.
will
Yep,
be a good game. Mm-mm.
should be. Uh, Ending with
And that's the
United
finale
Bournemouth.
Sunday, right? Yeah. Monday Night
This is,
Football. Yeah, it
yes,
is.
that's the Monday game. That's isn't this the second Monday game United have had?
Yes. And the second Monday night game in a row. But they've played a couple Monday night games this season. But
Hmm.
I've gone for a straight up Manchester United win. I don't know how I feel about it, but that was
Okay.
the gut telling me to pick that, so we're gonna stick with that.
Okay. I am on the complete other side of you.
That's
I'm
fair.
going tie or Bournemouth because United have Brian Mbumo, Patrick Dorgu, and Ahmad Diallo all out for international duty. I believe Mbumo is going to AFCON,
Yeah, he
and
is.
Ahmad Diallo is going as well. Patrick Dorgu, I don't, is he from Nigeria? I
Um,
believe he,
gosh, I can't remember, but I do think
I'm not
that
sure.
Sheshko is coming back this week.
Okay. That doesn't change my pick whatsoever.
Okay.
But um,
Okay. Disregard.
um, yeah, I think Bournemouth are going to come into this game. This is a game. First of all, I rate what's Bournemouth's manager's name again?
Areola.
Yeah, I rate Areola more so than I rate um, Ruben Amorim. Bournemouth are on a terrible skid lately. They haven't won in a while, but I think this is the game that they kind of get back on track a little bit. this is one of those games where United just disappoint you. Um, so I just feel like Bournemouth have some kind of edge in this game. I don't know what it is. I just without Mbumo, United are not the same team. I'm just gonna say that the guy puts in work offensively and honestly defensively.
It's true.
Um,
But I think Mason Mount is starting to come on at the right time.
all right, all
Just
right,
just in time
all
for
right.
Embuemo to
Calm down.
leave. Just saying, he's
Mason
scored in
Mount is
back-to-back games.
Mason Mount is not in the same category as Brian
I
Mbumo.
didn't say I didn't say he
This
was. I just said he's coming on at the right time.
okay. All right. Um. All right. That's the. Is that the first game that we're on the different sides, pretty much for the most part?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Best
Okay,
bet.
guys. Those are yeah. Let's we're gonna give you guys our favorite bets. We're gonna pick one each. For the weekend. Parker, what is your favorite bet?
Brentford at the G Tech are 4-1-2 this season. That one loss coming against Manchester City. I think that they take care of business against the newly promoted Leeds. Brentford minor line is my pick.
God, that makes me want to pick Brentford money line even more now. Um, God, that's tough. I kind of want to change my pick now.
Too late.
Whatever. All right. My favorite pick. This team disappointed me last week. Tino bet Newcastle. I just think with all the players out for Sunderland, I think this is a game that Newcastle can take advantage of. Sunderland have kind of slowly been dipping in form. They got smoked by Man City. I think Newcastle can take a step up in the league here with a win, but for insurance, I'm taking them Tino bet. Don't disappoint me again, Newcastle.
I like it. I mean, both teams are going to be up for this one. So, I mean, it's going to be a great game. I cannot wait to watch this game.
Yeah. I want to add something before we end uh, this session here. What's your favorite goal scorer prop for this weekend? Just give me something wild, whatever your heart thinks.
Thiago, goal, Brentford.
Posh.
We're all in on the bees.
Yeah, that's lovely. Um, okay, I love that. I'm gonna give you guys a wild one. Not a wild one, but he was in my differential squad video. Where is he at? Justin Kluivert. Anytime goal scorer plus 425. Um, I think he's going to go off against Manchester United.
I can see it. He's a great player when he's
Yeah,
fit.
he's pretty solid. He's been in a drought lately. Um, so I wouldn't. Yeah, I could see him popping off for some reason, hitting a free kick or something. But all right, guys, that's all we have for you in this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Good luck this weekend. Don't forget to like, subscribe our video. Go check out our channel. We got a lot of cool stuff. We've been pretty consistent over the weeks. Uh, um, and we always appreciate you guys. So thanks for watching, and we shall see you next video.
Always a
Parker,
pleasure.
always a pleasure. Adios.